But, you know, you can only have tragedy for so long, right? I'm really, really thrilled to welcome you all. Thank you all for coming. We've had amazing support for the UCC's first Shakespeare show here at the college. So I want to thank everybody, and I particularly want to thank the amazing people who are waiting off stage right now. It's just been an amazing journey to watch them grow with this production. And for the rest of it, I guess just enjoy the show. We're excited to bring you Romeo and Juliet.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toils shall strive to mend.
Gregory! Oh, my word will not carry cold.
No, for then we should be colliers.
I mean, if we be in collar, we'll drop.
Ah, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand, so thou art moved and runst away.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of the house of Montague.
The quarrel is between our master and us, our men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant.
Draw thy tool. Here comes the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let the law be of our side. Let them begin.
I'll frown as I pass by and take it as they list.
I'll do better. I'll bite my thumb at them. 'Tis a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir, do not bite my thumb at you, sir. However, I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
Well, if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
No, say better. Here comes one of our master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw, if you be men. Gregory, remember thy splashing blood.
What? Down to the convent.
Advance. I'm not the fool.
Hard fools, put up your swords. You know not what you do.
Ha! I'm not well drawn amongst these partners' times. Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon me.
What's wrong with peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell. All Montagues, hang thee! Why, that's coward.
What noise is this? Bring my uncle home. My sword, I say! Old Montague has come. His blade is stuck with me. Come, dog!
A pain of torture from those bloody hands. Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your vivid prince. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by thee, O Capulet, and Montague hath thrice disturbed the quiets of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their grace beseeming ornaments. To wield old partisan hands as old, canker with peace to part your canker hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace.
Oh, Prince!
And Capulet, you shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon. To our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart away.
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary and yours, close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them. In the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds, who nothing hurt withal hissed him in scorn. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and fought on part and part, till the prince came, who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad am I he was not in this fray.
Oh, madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where, underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooteth from this city's side, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me and stole into the covert of the wood. I, measuring his affections by my own, that most are busied when they are most alone, pursued my humor, not pursuing his, and gladly shunned who gladly fled from me.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew. But all so soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to dawn, away from the light steals home my heavy son. And private in his chamber he pens himself. He locks up his windows and shuts fair daylight out, making himself an artificial night.
Oh, my noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends, but he, his own affection's counselor, is to himself I cannot say how true, but to himself so secret and so close.
Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as know.
Oh, see where he comes. So please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied. Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day yet so young?
Oh, but new struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having, that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should still see pathways to his will.
Oh.
Where shall we dine? I mean, what fray was here?
Oh.
Speak not, for I have seen all. Here's much to do with hate, but more to do with love. Why, O brawling love, O loving hate, dost thou not laugh?
Oh no, cuz I rather weep.
Good heart at what?
Let thy good heart's oppression.
Such is love's transgression. Griefs of my own lie heavy in my breast, which thou would propagate, to have it rest with more of thine. The love that thou hast shown me doth add more grief to too much of my own. Farewell.
Oh, soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I have forgotten myself. I'm not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan? Why, no. But sadly tell me who.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. It is an ill word to one so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
Well, I aimed so near what I supposed you loved.
And she's fair, I love. A right fair mark, ma'am.
Well, right fair mark, fair causes soonest hit.
But in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit. From Cupid's childish bow she lives unharmed. In strong proof of chastity she lives well armed.
Then she hath sworn she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. She's too fair, too wise, wisely too fair, and takes joy in making me despair. In her vow do I lie dead, here to tell it now.
Well, be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
Well, by giving liberty unto thine eye. Examine other beauties.
Not I. Show me a beauty that is passing fair, and what is her beauty, sir, but as a note, where I may read of her who is past passing fair. Farewell, thou cannot teach me to forget.
Well, I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I, in penalty alike, and it is not hard, I think, on men's souls as we keep the peace.
Of honourable reckoning you are both, and pity 'tis you've lived at odds so long. Now, my lord, tell me, what say you to my suit?
Saying ere I have said before, my child is yet a stranger to the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers within the pride, ere we think her right to be a bride.
Younger than she are a happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes but she. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. Woo her, gentle Paris, win her heart. My will to her consent is but a part, and she agree within her scope of choice. Lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I've invited many a guest such as I love. And you, among that store, one more most welcome makes my number more. At my poor house look to behold this night earth-treading stars that make dark heavens light. Such comforts as do lusty young men feel when well-apparelled April on the heel of limping winter treads. Even such delights among fresh female buds shall you this night inherit at my house. Here all see, and like her most whose merit most must be. Such views among many, mine being one, shall stand in number, but in reckoning, none. Come, go with me. Sirrah! Trudge about through fair Verona, seek these persons out whose names are writ here, and to them say, my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker shall meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, and the fisherman with his pencils, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find out these persons who are here writ, and can never find what the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned. In good time.
Tut, man. One fire burns out, another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. But turn giddy, and be helped by backward turning. One desperate grief cures with another's languish. Well, take thou some new infection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Your plantain leaf would be excellent for that.
For what, I pray thee?
For your broken shin.
Oh, by Romeo, art thou mad?
Mad? No, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, whipped and tormented, kept without food. Good day, miss.
God ye good den. I pray you, sir, can you read?
Aye, my own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without book. But I pray you, sir, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
You have answered honestly. God rest you.
But stay, I can read. Signor Nart and his wife and daughters, the County Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Livia, Valentio and his cousin Tybalt, and Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Whither should they come? Whither to supper?
Our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
I suppose I should have asked you that before.
Oh, now I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montague, I pray you, come crush a cup of wine. God rest ye.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, on whom thou so lovest, with all the other admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One more fair than my love? The all-seeing sun has ne'er seen her match since first the world began.
Tut! You saw her fair, none else being by. Herself, poised with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scales let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid that I will show you shining at this feast, and she shall scant show well that now shows best.
I go. No such sight to be shown, but to bask in glory of my own.
Nurse! Where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now by my maidenhead at 12-year-old, I bade her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid, where's this girl? What, Juliet?
Oh, now who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou shalt hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth. Though to my teen be it spoken, I have a 4. She's not 14. How long is it now till Lammas tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even or odd, of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But as I said, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Mary, I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now, 11 years, and she was weaned. I never shall forget it, of all the days of the year upon that day. For I had then laid wormwood to my dove, sitting in the sun under the dove house wall. And my lord endured that at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain. But as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dove, and felt it bitter, pretty fool, to see it touchy and fall out with the dove. She, quoth the dove house, 'twas no need I trod to bid me trudge. And since that time it is 11 years, for she could then stand alone. Nay, by the rood, she could have run and waddled all about. But even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, now was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Well, thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holy dam, the pretty wretch left crying and said, I. To see now how a jest shall come about, I warranted I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel, quoth he? And pretty fool it stinted and said, I.
Enough of this, I pray thee. Hold thy peace.
Yes, madam. And yet I cannot choose but laugh to think how it should leave crying and say, Aye! And yet I warrant it had upon its brow a bump as big as a young cockerstone, a parlous knock, and it cried bitterly.
Yea, quoth my husband, fall'st upon thy face. Well, thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest to age, wilt thou not, Jewel? It stinted, and said, Aye.
Instant thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say aye.
Peace, I have done. God mark thee to his grace. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed, and might I live to see thee married once, I have my wish.
Mary! That Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were I not thine only nurse, I'd say thou hadst sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother, much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady. Lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he's a man of words.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower. In faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament and see how one another lends content, and what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margin of his eyes. So shall you share in what he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less. Nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly! Can you like of Paris's love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move. But no more deep shall I dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up, you asked for, my lady called for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything is wrong. I must hence to wait. I beseech you follow suit.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
What speech will be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
We'll have no Cupid hoodwinked with a scarf, scaring the ladies like a crow-keeper, nor no without book prologue, faintly spoke after the prompter for our entrance. But let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch. I'm not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
You have light souls for dancing. Mine is a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light wings. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love? Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor. What care I what curious eye doth quote deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man be taken to his legs.
We mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
What was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
On their backs, with eyes closed to sleep, true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you.
Who is she?
She is the fairy's midwife. And she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little achemies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes, made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider's web, her collars of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of film. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot, an empty hazelnut made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairies' coachmakers. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. On courtiers' knees the dream on curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Sometime she gallops o'er a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit. And sometime comes she with a tide pig's tail, tickling the parson's nose as lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Sometime she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, of hell's 5 fathom deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being less frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is that fairy mab that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf-locks in foul, sluttish hairs, which, once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hag when maids lie on their backs, that presses them, and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace! Peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkst of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered, puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dew-dropping south.
This wind you speak of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
Or I fear too early. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike drum!
Not to take away. He stripped a trencher, he scrubbed a trencher.
When good manners shall fall all in 1 or 2 men's hands, and they unwashed too, 'tis a foul thing.
You are looked for, asked for, called for, and sought for in the great hall.
Well, we cannot be here and there at the same time. Surely then, be brisk a while, and the longer liver take all.
Welcome, gentlemen! Ladies that have their toes unplugged with corns shall have a bout with you. Ah, my mistresses, which of you all shall now deny to dance? Oh. She that makes dainty and she, I swear, hath corns. Ah, am I come near thee then? Ah, welcome, gentlemen! I have seen the day where I could wear a visor, and have told a whispering tale in a fair maid's ear, such that would please, but 'tis gone, 'tis gone. Ah, you are welcome, gentlemen. Musicians, play. A hall, make room and footage, girls. Oh, nay sit, good cousin Capulet. Well, you and I are past our dancing days. How long has it been since yourself and I were in a mask?
Oh, 30 years.
Oh, what, man? This is not so much. Not so much.
Ah,